Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, the honorable all the examiners, the academic advisors, and lecturers. Thank you for the opportunity that given to me. Right now, I'm going to present my thesis with title The Use of TikTok in Learning English Vocabulary at English Education Study Program of Patimura University. In here, I will start to explain about the introduction and the methodology part. Here, I have two research questions and two research objectives. So for the first, how can TikTok facilitate students' vocabulary? It wants to find out about how TikTok facilitated students' vocabulary mastery. And the second, what kinds of vocabulary do students at English Education Study Program of Fatimura University learn on TikTok? It wants to find out about the types of vocabulary that students learn through TikTok. Before I continue to the methodology part, this study already set the limitation about the vocabulary. So this study just only focus on the content words, and content words divided into 4 parts. It is adjectives, adverb, noun, and verb. So if you take a look to the title of my study, this study will focus to investigate about how TikTok can facilitate on helping students when they want to learn English vocabulary and focusing on the content words. All right, so my study used explanatory sequential mixed methods. And since I use mixed methods, I use 2 data collection techniques. The first is questionnaire and the second is interview. And for the research participants on the location, I have 24 students participants of English Education Study Program of 2020, 2021, and 2022 batches that already do the preliminary study and using TikTok for learning purposes. The study take a place in English Education Study Program. For the result and discussion part, so for answering the first research question, that is the use of TikTok on facilitating students' vocabulary, I divided into 2 focus. The first focus, students' perception on how TikTok can facilitating their vocabulary learning. The students' attitudes toward using TikTok for learning vocabulary are entirely favorable because they think that TikTok really helps them to learning vocabulary. Because first, TikTok offers numerous educational videos that vocabulary related. Like they can easily find the videos that talking about content words that talking about adjectives, adverbs, noun, and verbs. And other than that, TikTok also have these user-friendly features that make students easy to access the video. And because of that, it's benefit the students to use TikTok as their learning resources. And the second focus, it is the positive and the negative impacts of using TikTok for learning purposes. So, as I have mentioned before, that students perceive a positive impact that they have this favorable thoughts about using TikTok as their learning resources because because from TikTok, it is effectively aids in their comprehension of vocabulary. TikTok also introduces new words to the students, improves the students' pronunciation and speaking skills, and even helps them to memorize the vocabulary fast. However, the students also found the negative impacts when they using TikTok. Like they also still get the distraction when they use TikTok because they they possible to found the non-video learning videos. Also, they also sometimes get the videos learning that didn't explain the vocabulary adequately. So they still feels that they lack of the explanation of the video, of the vocabulary itself. And for the second research question, the types of vocabulary the students learn on TikTok. So in this part, it will explain about the most frequent types of content words that being learned by the students to the list. So the most frequent is verbs that got 95.8%. Then followed by noun and adjective that got the same percentage, that is 91.7%, and adverb that got 70.8%. I think that's all from my explanation. Thank you.